So earlier you mentioned that, you said change equals, you know, you said change equals growth, but I have to wonder, does all change really equal growth, even bad change? Or do you think that, or do both of you think that, you have to make an active choice to look for, I guess, the growth in that change?
Mm. Mm.
Because something bad happens to you. I know people might say when you're in bad situations that, yes, you do go through growth, but I don't know. I don't think that's always the case.
Mm. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I think that's up to the individual,
Yeah.
because whatever choice whatever choice you make, you got to live with the consequences, whether good or bad.
Yes.
And this is just my own experience, is that whatever choice I've made, I have to know that I'm going to live with it. I cannot blame the next person because I know that I made that decision based on X, Y, Z. And I made a lot of bad decisions, but it's always for me to find, yes, I've gone through that shitty moment. Sorry for my language, but what
Swear
did I
all you
learn out
want.
of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know.
This
Yeah,
is a
I don't
safe
want to use too
space.
much
I'll show
language.
you. Fuck.
Okay,
I'm a good boy.
fantastic.
I don't
Because
swear
then,
on camera.
I've caught him only once on camera.
Yeah, and she should have taken it out.
oh my goodness, no. But like what I'm saying is that, yeah, I made a lot of shitty, decisions, and I had to live with it. But for me,
Right.
what I've learned and what I've been, guided by mentors and people that I kind of look up to, is that there's always tiny lessons or something that you can take from it. And I'm speaking just from a point of, where I'm at in my own growth journey. And yes, every day is not the same, but I think because of that intention that I had set out, years back, making decisions now and responding to those consequences based on that decisions, I can respond to it differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas before, if I didn't go through my healing process, I would still be angry and frustrated and burn things and say the most things. And it's the ugly side of me that I was living in. So for me, it's just flipping that script and saying, I don't
Sure.
want to operate from a point of frustration. And not everybody can get to that point, and it's a journey every day. So the intention is saying, okay, I know I'm going to have to make a decision somehow, some way or the other. Am I willing to live with that consequences, whether good or bad?
I think
And we
there's
all
a
have to have, yeah.
I think
I think there's a point
where
where
change
change is coming from yourself, and that change is good when you make the active choice. But I also think there is a space where change happens to you, and because of that change, you go into a bad space. And from that perspective, maybe it's not good.
Because the question
There-
is there
is there growth? Something bad happens to you, you're forced to change. Is that a kind of growth? Even if it's negative?
Oh yes, I would agree. I would agree. That's growth, because um what I define as growth, you might not agree. What you define as growth, I might not agree. But it's not for me to whatever your story is around that. It's not for me to judge it, and I think that is where the disconnect or the
Yeah.
misunderstanding comes in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your story is your
When you-
story. My story is my story.